Hi Carl, it's Colin. I want to do a video demonstration and take right from downloading from your account and the 2 minutes it gets to the site setup. So let's just do this. I've downloaded a copy of your template to my desktop here. Let me just get rid of all the stuff I already have open, and there is the pursuit, and I'm going to extract it to a new folder, whatever your preferred method is. Okay, good. Now I've got the folder here. I want to show you the process just to make sure we have the site defined correctly, and then we can go and make a couple of changes to the library files, and I'll show you which files are located in the library and what you would edit in the page itself. And I'm going to advise stay out of the DWT. You don't need to go in there. It's just a shell that creates the template for us. If you're an advanced developer and you want to modify the template, that's why we've left it in there. It's so you can create different versions of the template if you so want to. Basically, because we provide all the source files, graphics, dynamic web templates, everything you need. You can modify it as much as you want. Some people want to do that. But if you haven't worked with one of these templates before, I'm going to suggest you stay out of that for now because you don't need to go into it. So with that said, I'm going to open up Dreamweaver. I'm just going to close down what I have open here. Okay, now we're going to go to the site, new site. I'm going to type in your name, and for the local site folder, I'm going to click on Browse, go to my desktop, and go look for that Pursuit folder which I just extracted, and there it is right there. So I'm going to click into this, click into the Pursuit Copper Tan Automobile, and once again into the website folder. Now at this point in time, I'm going to look down and make sure it says select website down here, and select website up here. You can even do this just as a safety precaution, because if you're on a router, sometimes the router Dreamweaver doesn't understand what the root of your computer is, which can cause problems. But anyways, you can click into the templates folder, and then the up one level to click back out to make sure that it says select website and select website. So if it didn't say select website down here, that's what you would do. Then we hit the select button and save. It's going to create a cache. Here's our site over here. Let me preview the index page for a second in our browser. Now, in the index page, or the only thing you're actually going to edit in the page itself, I'm going to scroll on down, is this information right here. That information in the middle of your content section of your page, that's what you edit in your page. That's kind of everything else on the page you edit through a library file because they're all global components. So the website name, the menu buttons, the slider right here, the menu on the side, the what's new, all that loads in from your library file. So let's go and change the website name to start with. I'm going to open up the library folder, Dreamweaver, and the logo's right here. There's my logo LBI. I'm going to double click to open it. Website name, I'm just going to scrub over it, Colin's site. I'm going to do a Control S on my keyboard to save, and it's going to tell me what pages are being updated. Here's my list. So I hit update. It's going to run through all those pages and make sure everything gets updated correctly. It takes about a second a page or so. That was pretty quick. So 26 pages updated. I can close this. I'm going to go back to my web page. It's open, and just quickly refresh it, and Colin's site pops up right away. So that's how to change a library element. So let's take a closer look at our actual page here for a second. Let's go into our index page here. Right, and there's all these little bits of gobbledygook with the whatnot in the when I say gobbledygook, I mean all these borders and frames. We don't really need to see those. One thing I prefer to do is go to my view, visual aids, and hide all, or I just usually press Control Shift and I on the keyboard when I open a page up, and it hides everything. So then I can get a nice cleaner look. Now the only thing you're going to edit on this page in the design window is right here, the optional page title. You would scrub over that with your mouse, and new page title goes here. The optional page description, same thing. You can just scrub over with your mouse here, and new description here. Okay, so at the top of the page, that's the only thing you're going to edit, the only thing you're going to edit in the page itself. We scroll on down, and starting right here at the very top, from new all the way down to right down here, that is the only area in this page that you are going to modify in the page itself, because the main menu, and I'll just run through where everything is located. So we've gone through the website name. Now we have the tagline. That's the logo tagline right there, and that is what you're going to open up to edit. Then we have the menu bar, which doesn't show very well here, but this menu bar right here. This, you're going to go into the menus folder and open up the menu top. Then we have these social icons right here. That's located in the social networking folder, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. We have this slider right here. That you're going to edit in the image components folder, image slider. Open that up. There's your pictures. There's the text for the pictures right there. As we go down the page, we have this latest news. That is the extras and the news ticker right here. Of course, all the videos are going to link up. Then staying there, we have the search box, search LBI. Then we have lower down on the page, we have info left, info center, info right. And that's where we can get up and go into the news boxes folder, info left, info center, info right. And keeping going down the page, we have this main menu on the left side, back to our menus folder, and that is the menu side. Then we have more news boxes down here. And this is where we have the what's new. They're all labeled to match. Then we have current news, and then we have recent events. And finally, we have all the goodies in the footer right down here, and that's all located in your footer folder, your footer left, your footer center, your footer right, and the copyright. So that's where all the global bits and pieces are located. And you're saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, Colin, what if I don't want to have my what's new box? What if I want to change that on a page-by-page basis, or on one page, have it just for this specific page? Well, you can do that as well. Now, although we do use library files for much of the site, that's not a problem. You can detach those library files and have that code from the library file be applied. You can have your own page specific code, a little bit more advanced, but simply find your library item, click on it. It's going to do a highlight thing like this where you get the circle with a line through it. Just simply at that point, right click, detach from original. And then what's going to happen is the code that's being used will be detached from the original library file. It'll be still embedded in your page, and you can make changes to this by yourself now without affecting the rest of the site. Right? Here's an example. I right click on the current news, I do detach from original, and boom, look at this. Now I can actually change this is new. Here's the picture, here's the text. I can change that manually on this page. So when we do a template, we start with the largest, like the big picture first. What's going to be the fastest way for somebody to get a site up and running? Well, it's to make sure that all the bits and pieces that could possibly be global pieces, in other words, that could be used over and over and over again in different pages, those are library elements. Right? If you don't want to have everything be global, you don't have to. You just have to detach it in the page itself, make your changes as you normally would. I mean, you can follow the video instructions and it'll show you what, how to manipulate the code, right? And then you can go from there. But like I said, I suggest that you don't do anything in the template DWT. It's really just a shell that creates the editable regions that we place the library files into. So making a change to the DWT may not even have an impact because, like I said, unless you're modifying the editable regions within the DWT itself, it won't really have much of an impact in the pages because it's just a shell.